What's up, Fed Nation? Rich Maliki here for a big moment. We're introducing Lisa to the world, to the food equipment industry. So actually, I'll put you on the spot. We didn't talk about this beforehand, but you want to just introduce yourself and tell just a little quick.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Quick about you.
Hello, Internet. Hi, Fed Nation. I'm actually really excited to be a part of this. And a little bit about myself, or actually, maybe I'll just like go into a little history about how I even know you.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's see, 3 years ago, going back.
Yeah.
I had reached out to Rich over Instagram, and I asked him if I saw his Craigslist ad. That's when Craigslist was going on. Mm-hmm. And I asked him if he was looking for a videographer. And at that time, I was looking for a part-time job. So he said no, and he shut me down. No. But at that point, he had already had someone full-time. So life moved on. We continued to stay in contact. Did a little freelance stuff together.
Yeah, at the high school.
At the high school.
So if you guys go check out Maliki TV, you can see me back in May of 3 years ago.
Three years ago, yeah.
We actually hired 2 young guys from that, but we'll talk about that another day. But yeah.
So fast forward, I think there's just a time and a place for everything. We reconnected yet again. There was a need for a full-time person. I was looking for a different job, and the universe lines up, and here I am now talking to you guys.
Here we are.
Here we are.
And this is a movement. You know, I was trying to explain to her what Fed Nation is, what the Food Equipment Digital Disruptors is all about. And we are redesigning the website. We're going to be putting out some new content, new things. We are here to get the food equipment industry as a whole online. We're here to teach digital media. You know, the conference that's going to be coming up in 2022. We're going to be talking about, it's a digital media conference for this industry. We're going to be talking about the platforms. We're going to be talking about one of the things we want to talk about today, making it a priority.
Yes.
Priorities.
And to speak on priorities, just going back into how it is I got here now, today, in the present with you, I literally wanted to prioritize what it was that I wanted in my life. I knew that I wanted to be creative 24/7. I knew what wasn't making me happy, and I knew what was making me happy. And part of that being creating videos, doing social media. I knew that's where I wanted to be, so I put it out there, made it a priority that's what I wanted to do, and here I am.
There you go. I mean, and that's what this takes, right? You have to implement this into your life. It has to be something that you don't just, haphazardly do on a Tuesday in January and then don't do again until May. Yeah. You know, you set your sight on something, whether, like for you, getting here and understanding what you want out of life in general and being able to be creative. I mean, we have to get excited to put out content and talk about our business and talk about our employees and talk about our industry and the opportunity and the things that come back to you when you're consistent. It's amazing.
And in terms of being consistent, it's actually a practice of commitment. So you have to commit to your priority. And that's exactly what we're doing here. Yes. We are committing to this priority, which just the act of that creates a practice, right? So you have to practice that act, and then that act becomes a habit. And then the more we do this, the more we keep doing it, scheduling it. That's also important. Yes. Making the time for us to keep doing this. So we're committing ourselves to Fed Fridays, basically.
Yes. So this is going to be your new insight, look into what we have going on Fed Fridays. Today we were going to tackle just introducing Lisa, talking a little bit about priorities.
I didn't even introduce myself, really.
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Lisa Zelensky. I recently entered the age group of the young 30-year-olds.
Wow. I'm getting old.
I am getting old, but actually, we were talking about this earlier. We're like young kids. It's not a thing.
It's a mindset.
It is a mindset.
It's a mindset.
And what else about me? I have 2 dogs. I'm married. I like to skate to work.
Yeah, electric skateboard.
I've done right now because it's too cold. But
too cold.
In the summer or springtime when it's warmer, I'll actually skate regular skateboard to work.
Yeah.
What else? mean, that's
a quick
insight. That's enough for now.
We can't give you too much. We have to keep you coming back. So,
absolutely.
Listen, it's been a long road connecting and building the community. The people here are amazing. I think that's one of the things you're going to find early on, that people are willing to help. They're willing to give their time. They're willing to give their knowledge. And that's kind of what we really want to build as the industry, moves forward into the next decade. There's a lot of things to tackle as far as, and you're fresh into it, and you're starting to, get your bearings and understand some of the politics and some of the way the industry works with manufacturers and service, and where the reps fall and where the dealers fall. And the big thing is with FEDD, Food Equipment Digital Disruptors, we want to get everyone together. We want everyone putting out video content. We want to build our industry up. We have to let the next generation know, and if we don't prioritize those things, we're just going to continue to fall behind the curve. I mean, so many of these other industries are light years ahead.
Way ahead. In terms of, actually, you touched on this in conversation too, just why is it that people know about HVAC? It's because it was put out there. So for me, that's what's important now with the food equipment industry, is putting it out there, prioritizing it, making people aware of this industry, what goes on. It's amazing, actually. As a newcomer coming into it, I had no idea. About most of the stuff, but it's
a lot of people don't.
Everywhere.
A lot of people just don't know we even exist. I did a video maybe almost 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years at this point. Went to Rutgers campus in Newark, and I mentioned this to you. Said, do you know what the food equipment service industry is? Do you know what? One of the answers I got was, what do you mean, utensils? They just don't know what exists. They're in college, they're doing different things, and maybe that's a route for a lot of kids, but that's not the route for so many. And if we're not talking about, we want to find new talent, and it's not just the technician pool, because obviously the skilled trades gap is real, but operations, warehouse, management, service management, parts, warehouse, all these things are all intricate pieces to the puzzle of how we all, take care of the same customers at the end of the day. So prioritize.
And prioritizing, and that's what you do, which the reason why I know about the food equipment industry is literally because of how much you post, how consistent you are. You put yourself out there, and if I didn't follow you on Instagram for these past years, I would still know nothing.
Right. And maybe, we would have lost touch. Maybe opportunities wouldn't have come back around. We have to be out there. You have to understand the opportunities that you don't even know exist because you're not part of any conversations. Like you're just holding up the wall. You're the wallflower. You need to start engaging. We need to start getting everybody excited about it, and we are going to. That is the mission. We are going to get the industry on the map. FEDD Conference 2022. We're going to get some amazing keynote speakers. I mean, we're going to be explaining all the ins and outs of digital media and how it looks for the food equipment industry.
Ooh, I'm excited. And I think one of the last, everyone's always calling Rich.
This is Bob Olben from Singer calling me right now. Bob, we're filming. I'll call you right back.
1 second, Bob. I just wanted to just maybe one last point about having been a part of businesses that said just, it's actions that matter. If you just say that this is important to you, but don't do anything about it, are you really prioritizing it? So coming from businesses where they kept saying, social media is important to us. Hey Lisa, do something about it. But then they found other more important things for me to focus on. It kind of fell through the cracks, and there's no progress within social media, and it's just so important to have a presence online, because if your business is not engaging with anyone online, I'm so sorry to say, but you are going to be falling behind, and that's going to be hard to catch up.
Because your competition probably is.
Exactly.
And if they're not, maybe they're thinking about it, and they're going to jump in before you, and you're going to be pushing a boulder up a hill. I mean, to catch up, it's not going to be easy. And as these platforms change, and we see the algorithms change, and it's getting harder and harder to find that reach. But here in the industry, I spoke to the guys about this. We're the biggest little industry on the planet, and there's a lot of people, right? And if we start putting out there's thousands of us across service companies and reps and dealers, thousands upon thousands. If we're all contributing, there's no way we can't succeed.
There's no way that feed's not going to be, all of our content.
Yeah. So, and you're gonna find more people coming in and following and connecting, and then it's gonna build, and we're gonna be known, and it's gonna be one of those places like there's opportunity that are so massive. Careers just from being the service guy and from a service technician perspective. I mean, these guys make great money. The insurances that you get when you come to place, we take care of our guys and our girls.
Yeah.
People don't realize. They just don't realize. So FEDD Nation, it's time to get active. It's time to prioritize. New website's going to be coming.
Commit. That's what I was going to say.
Commit. New website's going to be coming. Blog content, newsletter. We're going to be putting some region leaders together. And my man Taz, I got to shout out Taz because he's just one of the biggest
Hi, Taz.
Promoters of the FEDD Nation. We were talking about doing some different things, either podcast or radio style. I didn't forget you, Taz. We're going to be working on some things. So lots to come in 2021. We're just scratching the surface. So.
Yes.
Is that it?
I think that's it for now.
That's it for now.
Don't want to overwhelm you.
That's right. FEDD Friday. Rich Maliki.
Lisa Z.
See you on the next one.